think we've won 3 out of our last 4, if I'm correct, right? And in all 3 of those games, the consistency was that we didn't turn the ball over as much as we normally do, which I think is a big key to our success. And I think Terrence Smith, for the first time, looked like Terrence Smith, the ability that he has, you know. So I think that little break from not playing games and having some times to lock into finals, get rested up, and had a couple of practices, I thought we played our best first half of basketball. I don't think we shot great, which I knew we weren't, just from not playing for a while, but I thought it was our best first half we've played all year in regards to limiting turnovers, execution, and out-rebounding our opponents. So that's something that we just got to keep working on. You know, I said it's a work in progress, and I thought that week of practice helped us, and now we got to, you know, quickly turn around and play another game on Thursday.
The answers tonight for you guys, it seems like whenever you guys got up by double digits, they would cut back into the lead. Before those leads would fall away, tonight you guys were able to answer things. What did you see out of the guys doing those runs?
Yeah, I just thought, you know, we didn't turn the ball over. You know, a lot of times teams are going to – everybody's good. You know, it's funny. I was talking to – I don't know who it was, maybe the coach at Hofstra or something like that. And it's like, man, there's nobody's bad anymore. Everybody's good. Everybody's got good players. So everybody's going to make runs. Our thing is that if we don't turn the ball over, we give ourselves a chance to compete. We're a significantly better defensive team than we've been. We're just not as good as offensively, so we have to be better defensively. I mean, we're holding opponents under 70 points, and if we don't turn the ball over, we're going to give ourselves a chance to play. And, you know, Taron was spectacular today. He had, you know, 6 assists and 0 turnovers. You know, the freshmen, Isaiah Mike and Mike Lewis, they do so much for us as freshmen. They're going to turn the ball over. We just have to limit all the other turnovers from the other spot.
Taron called your non-conference schedule a journey.
Yeah.
You kind of agree with that? And what's been so much of a journey about
every game's a journey. I really look at it like that, especially when you know, we're young. So we learn so much from every single game within every single game. You know, we've had leads and lost leads. We hit a shot at the buzzer to win a game. We got up in this. And every game's going to be that, you know. And this is all experience for all these guys, you know. I think what is it? We start 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and a 5th-year senior is new to the program. So every game's got its own story, and yeah, our non-conference schedule is like that. And we still have a chance, if we play well against Colgate, that we can have a winning record going into conference play, which I think is important not only for us but for our conference.
How do you look at these games, like playing teams against like the SWAC and MEAC? They're lesser conferences. Do you just look at them as like just conference boosters for like your team? Or?
No, actually, not at all. We schedule towards RPI. You know, these guys, I think last year were like a 150, 160 RPI. We're not. If you looked at the schedule this year, is significantly different. I mean, the teams we played are all pretty good teams. They're all doing pretty well. UMBC is playing very well. Canisius is playing very well. So we made our non-conference schedule a little bit more difficult. Maybe too difficult for the team that we have this year, now that I look at it, because we're playing so many young guys. But, you know, UT Martin, like there's nobody on that schedule that's, you know, you're saying is someone that you're going to breeze over. And everybody's good right now. And these guys are a talented team. These guys beat Drake at Drake. They beat Southern Miss. I mean, you know, so it's obviously getting them at home, I think, helped us.
Terrence said he did a lot more this week in terms of just being aggressive with his knee and just kind of really going at it with that week off.
Yeah, well, that was the plan because, you know, once the season started, he was significantly behind everybody else once he had the surgery. I think he practiced 1 day before we played. And then we were playing every other day, so it wasn't a real time for him to be able to get after his rehab. It had to be recovery time. So that week of finals, it gave him that time to really be aggressive, and I think he's gotten some of his strength back. This is the first time we've actually seen him with the explosiveness that he had last year. And we saw it a little bit this week in practice, so hopefully, you know, we can continue to progress and continue to get it back and play at the level that we know he can play at.
With a guy like that, how important is that explosiveness just in terms of finishing at the rim?
Well, I think it's vital. I think, you know, you guys have been in all the games, so you probably saw a difference in him being able to get to the rim. Where in the past, you know, Taron was our most athletic player last year. The dunks that he'd do in practice every day and live play on people. We haven't seen that once this year because he just hasn't had the explosiveness. I think we're starting to see it back today, and him getting to the rim and getting to the foul line is something that we think he can be for us.
So you guys, I guess, expected this one to be physical and
Yes.
to have as many fouls. What
Yes.
do you say about your guys? Just, you know, they shot reasonably well from the free throw line and
Yeah.
managed that sort of game.
Well, the keys were conversion defense, getting back in conversion, out-rebounding them and out-scrapping them, really, because they're so scrappy, and limiting our turnovers. And we did a really good job of that. I mean, the first half, they only had 9% of their misses back. We only had limited turnovers. In the second half, as it got a little bit more aggressive, you start to see what they were trying to do. And I thought our guys played with pretty good poise, except for one or two plays there. I thought we played some pretty good poise. And when we did get fouled, we were aggressive to get fouled. We stepped up and made big free throws.
Specifically with Nakai's up and under on the fouls, has he had that shot? Has he developed that kind of a shot?
Yeah, Nakai's gotten better. I mean, listen, he's a sophomore. He's a young sophomore. And he's just getting better every day. And he's worked his way into the starting lineup by how aggressive he's become. He's got a better touch around the basket. We got to get him better at the free throw line, which is something that he's always going to continue to work on. But I think he's improving as well. He's a young freshman, a young sophomore. So these guys, with the more experience we can get him, we got to limit his fouls. He's got to play with fouling less so we can keep him on the court longer.